They never told you. You were the one holding everything together, not by force, but by presence. And now that you're gone, it's all falling apart. Was it friendship, or was it foundation? Was it just laughter, or was it life flowing through you? Was it silence when you left, or spiritual collapse? Stay until the end, because what's about to be revealed will expose why everything changed the moment you disappeared. Not emotionally, spiritually. You were not just there. You were sent, as covering, as alignment, as oil for the places that would have cracked without you. Welcome to Chosen One's prophecy, where the hidden are revealed, and the ones who carry divine atmospheres discover why they were marked in secret. In 1 Samuel 16, David wasn't invited to the table, but when he entered, the anointing fell. Why? Because presence doesn't need permission. It carries prophetic weight. And you, chosen one. You were the shift no one could explain, the balance no one could name, the breath of peace in a house built on tension. They only noticed your power when your absence broke what your presence was holding together. Stay, because the signs about to unfold may explain your entire life. The atmosphere carrier. You never asked for the weight you carry. It followed you. Rooms shift when you enter, but not because of charisma, because of covenant. You were assigned to spaces that didn't know they needed healing, and when you showed up, healing began. In smiles, in breath, in silence. Not through what you said, but through who you are. The oil on your life doesn't scream. It settles. It doesn't demand. It disarms. And in a world built on performance, you carry the stillness of presence itself. This is the unseen mantle, the atmospheric anointing, the ability to govern rooms without titles, to anchor souls without touch, to command storms with nothing but your peace. You weren't loud, but heaven was loud about you. You are the thermostat in rooms full of thermometers, and the proof of your power was what happened when you walked away. They didn't just miss you, they unraveled. What happens when the glue leaves the glass? The invisible exit. You felt it, the quiet shift, the way laughter loses color when you're gone, the way energy drops like something sacred just slipped out. You thought it was coincidence. You thought maybe they're just tired. But the truth, you were holding it together. When Joseph left the house, Potiphar's house lost favor. When Elijah fled, Israel's famine worsened. When the Ark of the Covenant was captured, Ichabod was declared. The glory had departed. This wasn't social disconnection, it was spiritual dislocation. You were the divine alignment. And when you disappeared, the structure cracked. Your absence became the revealer of your worth. And now, the ones who dismissed you are realizing they weren't just entertained by you, they were sustained by you. You weren't optional, you were ordained. If this resonates, comment 444, now as a prophetic sign you are still listening and receiving. Let heaven mark this moment in your scroll. What happens next is not just memory, it's mantle. Cracks in the foundation. They didn't realize it was you until the covering lifted. Suddenly, conversations turned cold. Communities fractured. Peace vanished like breath in winter air. Because what held them was not personality. It was presence. Not noise, but assignment. Every betrayal you endured. Every door that closed when you were the one holding the hinges. It was not misfortune. It was refinement. The fire wasn't punishment. It was preservation. God was proving that your worth could never be negotiated by human opinion. Like Job, you were stripped, not because you failed, but because heaven wanted to show the enemy, this one still worships even when everything's gone. You walked away from places you once called sacred, and when you did, they fell apart like temples built on sand. The silence wasn't rejection. It was a spiritual indicator. You were the glue, not them. And the fire you went through? That was heaven forging iron for the days to come. Can a house stand if the cornerstone walks away? When hell took notice, darkness confrontation. Let's not pretend. You were targeted early, before the blessing, before the platform, before you even knew who you were. Why? Because hell saw the blueprint before you did. Demons don't chase the average, they chase the anointed, the nightmares, the childhood trauma, the unexplainable depression, the envy you attracted without effort. It was all a response to the mantle on your name. Like Moses, they tried to kill you in infancy. Like Jesus, the enemy stirred spirits to slander you before your ministry even started. Like Esther, your beauty and boldness provoked plots before you even took your seat. You were not being punished. You were being identified. And the warfare around your life has never been random. It's been strategic. Because what you carry shakes systems, shifts timelines, births awakenings. But listen closely. You were attacked because you are assigned. What happens when a marked one rises? The mantle. You carry. You thought it was personality, but it's mantle. You thought it was charm, but it's charge. You weren't sent to impress. You were sent to interrupt. God placed in you an authority, not to dominate, but to stabilize. Like Daniel in Babylon, you walk into corrupt places and they feel convicted. Like Mary with Jesus in her womb, you walk into rooms and other destinies leap. This is the mantle of atmosphere. It cannot be replicated. It cannot be taught. It's either assigned or it isn't. You are a carrier of balance in spiritual climates, a vessel of peace in chaotic homes, a gatekeeper for realms people don't even see. And now that you understand what you carry, the question is, where is God asking you to carry it next? The sacred weight. There's a reason your joy feels heavy. Your laughter holds layers. Your smile hides fire. Because joy, for the chosen, isn't just an emotion. It's a weapon. And your peace? It's not passive, it's possession. You've walked through storms and still hosted calm. You've been betrayed but never bitter. You've been silenced but never severed. This is what it means to be trusted with weight. The kind that breaks others, but builds you. Like Nehemiah, you feel the ache of broken walls. And you know, God didn't give you vision so you could rest. He gave you vision because you are the restorer. The sacred weight is not a burden. It's a sign of trust. Where is God trusting you to carry what others can't? You are not the only one. You've walked alone for years, but you were never alone in the Spirit. There are others, scattered across nations, hidden in silence, burning in secret. The remnant, the ones who hold the room together, the ones who walk out and the building caves in. You felt them in glimpses. A comment, a voice, a message like this. And now, heaven is gathering you. This is not coincidence. This is convergence. You are not strange. You are seated. You are not forgotten. You are foretold. The remnant is rising, and you are part of it. What happens when the ones who held the room step into a room built just for them? Let your presence echo. You've seen what happens when you leave. Now, watch what happens when you arrive. Your presence is no longer for survival. It's for sending. You are being commissioned, not with title but with echo, to walk into hospitals and change atmospheres, to sit beside broken souls and stabilize their storm, to speak when heaven nudges, and say nothing when silence is the loudest sword. You've held others. Now heaven holds you. You are not just present. You are prophetic presence. Your absence shattered things, but your obedience will rebuild them. So go, release the echo. Let your life speak where your words never reach, and let the rooms you enter never recover from the healing you carry. You thought your presence was subtle, but in the spirit, it was seismic. You weren't just part of the room. You were its alignment. The fracture after your exit was never personal. It was prophetic. Because what leaves with you is the favor, the order, the peace, the presence. You weren't just being missed. You were being measured, and heaven has found you faithful. Chosen one, you have passed through the unseen fire. You have carried what others never discerned. You have been the shift in rooms that never said thank you. But God saw, God recorded, God remembers, and now, the same weight that made you weep is the mantle that will make you walk in wonder. You have been hidden, you have been holy, and now you are being heralded. Comment 777 if your spirit knows this word was for you. If something inside cracked open, share what echoed loudest. Let your testimony become a trumpet for another silent warrior. Subscribe now and stay aligned with Chosen One's prophecy. Because this remnant is not random. It is rising. You are not alone. You are the next echo.